Hey guys, Eric has now came back on social media, and here's what he's got to say. Let's hear what he's got to say, guys.
I was the one begging for there to be an investigation. I have been a cooperating witness from day one, talking to the state police, talking to adult protection services. Whatever you need, I've got it. Here you go. I've got nothing to hide. I've got all the receipts, documents, text messages, emails to back up everything I've been telling you guys along the way. I have nothing more to say. What is going on right now, the real exploitation is right now all these content creators that are going around making up these scenarios, and nobody is even close, guys, to knowing what the real story is. Not even close. You've got several different scenarios with that misrepresentation. You've gotten people that have gotten text messages that have complete new narratives behind it, and they're trying to twist it to make it look like it's something more than it really is. And then I've seen stuff, guys, that people are just making up completely out of thin air. None of it makes any sense. My wife came to me one night, very angry, seeing a woman say that she had known me and my wife her whole life. The reason I wasn't able to come home from West Virginia is because I'm on methadone. And my wife has given me this ultimatum. I can't come home until I'm off of the methadone. I've never taken methadone in my life. None of us know who this person is. And there has been more scenarios like that, guys, than I can even start to tell you. At the end of the day, I did what I did for 3 people out there. And I'm not going to say their name, but you know who I'm talking about. And they love me. I think the way they act when I'm around tells you everything you need to know. They didn't have a voice. I wanted to be their voice. I know things. I will eventually be able to tell you what's going on. I can't do it right now. But when I can, I promise you, I never would have said anything if I didn't have the proof to back up everything I've been saying to you guys. But again, from day one, I have been a cooperating witness, talking to the state police, talking to adult protection services. Also, the money that's owed to the Whittakers.
Yeah, where's that
I
at?
tried to get that money over to the authorities since day one.
Yeah.
I didn't want that money in my control. It was supposed to go into a trust account.
Yeah.
The day that Betty no-showed the meeting with Adult Protection Services,
Yeah.
it's the same day she no-showed the meeting with the attorney, Robert Dunlap, out of Beckley, West Virginia, where I had emailed back and forth with him and said, I'm bringing Betty with me so we can get this trust account set up today.
You should have just gave it to Betty. Then you wouldn't be in trouble.
Big sums of money gave to them, it can mess up things.
Who cares?
But I'm in contract with Betty and Larry. That's their money.
Yep.
They will tell me where to put it.
In their
I have an
pocket.
attorney now. Last thing
Let them do what they want with it.
And an attorney. I was in this thing to build a house for this family.
Yeah.
Of whom the majority of them I love very much.
You hear that? The majority. He don't love the whole
I
family.
wasn't getting the truth from anyone. Nothing was transparent. And I would love to tell you, if I knew then what I know now, I never would have gotten involved. You don't know what.
Well, you got involved. You got the family split up. Now you're running.
Better off right now than they were before.
No, they need their family.
In that process to make sure that they
Ain't much better off. You're telling me being in a state home's better?
Told me numerous times that money would be out of my possession before I left West Virginia.
You're a joke.
That didn't happen. The last I heard from them, and it's been over a couple of weeks ago, they told me they were talking to a judge that would let me know where to put that money.
He took that money and ran, guys.
I offered to give it to the state police and the lead investigator when I was there.
Yeah.
I knew it was in my possession. I created a savings account where I took all of the money related to the Whittakers and put it in that account. I haven't taken out my part, reimbursed myself.
Oh, whatever.
And it's sitting there until my attorney lets me know where they want us to distribute. He's going to be doing the distribution for me.
Oh, yeah.
He has sent out letters to Patrick, Betty, and Larry, letting them know I no longer want to be involved in this thing. This is not what I signed up for.
Well, yeah.
For anybody that thinks I was here.
You're not going to run now, buddy.
Guys, have I been making content? I don't want to make content.
Because you got money now.
There to help someone, wanted them to have a better life.
Oh, yeah.
And this thing has just went completely off rails.
Oh, yeah, it did.
Still there.
You got the family split up.
And I could build them a home. My heart would 100% be behind.
They're not there because of you.
What's happening now. And I don't even know what's happening now.
Exactly. Look what you did, you little jerk.
Anything that you see online that's been done on the Whittaker Facebook or anything, it's not me.
Oh, no, not you, huh? Nope.
I've sat back, I've been silent, and
exactly.
I've seen the circus continue. I don't know what's going on unless people tell me about it. I don't want to look at it.
Oh, I know you don't. You're guilty.
These content creators that are going out there trying to bring this situation up to get views on themselves, it's disgusting.
Oh, no, it ain't.
Absolutely disgusting.
You going and videotaping mentally challenged is disgusting.
You're trying to go into people's
You're
lives,
disgusting.
certain situations to find any type of dirt to justify you getting on the screen so you can take advantage of this situation to get people to look at you.
You started it.
Good job.
No, good job for you.
It's pretty sad.
Look what you did. It's sad you got them split up.
There's real life consequences.
Yeah, and now family split up because of you.
I'll never forget it. It'll be just like 9/11.
Oh, yeah, let's bring up 9/11.
Who I was with when 9/11 happened. I'll never
Charlie Kirk, 9/11.
When I got in the news that Charlie Kirk had been shot. I'm up in this strange town in West Virginia where I had gone away from my house and my family.
No one feels sorry for you,
And
dude.
now I'm being told that Charlie Kirk has been shot and he was killed.
Yeah.
Guys, at this point in time, I had to leave an Airbnb that I was at, one, because it was trashed. And yes, I got the video and everything.
Yeah, you keep saying that. Why haven't you showed it then?
Gave to the appropriate people.
Oh, the appropriate people?
Whenever it's
That's your video. You can show anyone you want.
Up about it because they had to clean it, and they're the ones that made me aware of it.
Oh, okay.
But while I was up there, people found where I was staying at my Airbnb.
I used to trust this guy.
They came and supported me. Eric, we're worried. You're uncovering something that's really big.
Oh, yeah.
What you got yourself in.
Right.
But that freaked me out.
Oh, did it? I bet it did, buddy.
We went to another Airbnb that was owned by the people that had to clean the Airbnb that got trashed. But they know I took care of the people where I was staying.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, I was there at the new Airbnb 10 minutes in the middle of the woods, guys, out in the middle of nowhere, before someone found me. They came.
Oh, they will find you.
House,
they'll find you wherever you're at, buddy.
Anything that was going through my mind is, how did you know where I was? And now I'm in a...
Because you go live all the time.
Find out that Charlie Kirk was shot. A father that was 31 years old. Now, I've met Charlie numerous times. I talked to his pastor. He introduced me to his wife down in Tampa, Florida. I've been around him numerous times.
This ain't about that. This is about the Whittakers. You got them split apart. Now you need to get them back together.
But I thought he was a hell of a guy. And at 31 years old, to accomplish what he did, he stood for what he believed in. 2 beautiful kids, a beautiful wife. Now, a husband without a father.
Right.
All because somebody sees something online and disagrees with him.
Yep.
And so tragically took his life. And then during this, I'm away from home in the middle of this big debacle. Yeah, it was a crazy, crazy situation to be in.
Oh, yeah.
To Charlie, he gave them a microphone and they put him in a casket.
Okay.
He wanted to talk out his problems.
Yeah, he did.
You know what? I want to talk too.
Oh, do
right
you?
Now is not the time.
Okay. We'll keep sitting back and waiting.
For everyone that supported.
Oh, I did support you.
Haven't supported and have been saying some of the most horrendous things. There is so many innocent people that have gotten tagged into this thing. Friends of my friends, spouses of my friends. Like, I've gotten messages from people where Patrick is reaching out to numerous people, just trying to find out anything he can on me. Just pled guilty to stalking and harassment 2 months ago on another case. And then I finally get home, which should have been a glorious moment. I am a dad. I am a husband. That is my #1 thing. I could care less about being on the screen, guys. That's why you haven't seen me. I could care less about it. It's what I do for a living, but it's not who I am. I am a father, and I am a husband. And I was at home, finally, and I miss them very much. And unfortunately, when I get home, midnight, while my kids are waiting to go to school and they're sleeping, I'm out here with the sheriff trying to make a report because someone has put my telephone number out online. It has been one of the biggest nightmares. I wish this would have been handled so much different in regards to me. Because the only thing I did was try to protect and sound the alarm and say something's not right here. It has been rough. I've watched where people tried to say that the Amish were fake. Guys, again, receipts for everything we did. Harrisburg, Virginia. There is an Amish community there. They run a grocery store. There was people that saw us while we was there that knew us from the Whittaker channel. We talked to them. We went up there, had the conversations, was with them the better part of almost a whole day. And Robert Mast, who came all the way from Idaho, that just had a son that was murdered several years ago, and I've been involved in that case. John, they lived over half their life as Amish. He came all the way from Idaho with a bad knee at 78, wife at home with a broken femur, and just had hip surgery to come over here and help me with this project because he knows my character and what I was wanting to do.
Project.
He wrote the first
Yeah, it never
$500
happened.
check towards the Whittakers' new home that the Amish were talking about building. And I'm seeing them brought into the mix. Dwayne, who was just on the screen with me like as a co-host, because me and him talk back and forth. I've seen people calling him the mastermind. Guys, these conspiracy theories are out of control. They are baseless. I have seen some, again, that are just skewed, and then I have seen some that are just made up completely out of thin air. If you got to do this to make content, to make people want to listen to you, quit making content because it's disgusting. You're not a good content creator. You are causing problems. Guys, this situation is already out of control as it is. You haven't seen me on here trying to make videos.
Hey,
I'm sure it would get
we're
me
allowed to
a
make
lot of
videos
views.
if
Might
you
get
are.
some monetization. I don't want it. Don't need it.
I'll make videos
And
all I want.
it's
If
disgusting.
people like it, I'll put it on there.
Disgusting. There was 3 here that didn't have a voice.
And people been
I
wanting to
tried
hear
give
from
them a
your
voice.
ass.
And I'm going to continue to be their voice because they needed someone to speak up. I know what the truth is. And hopefully one day you guys will get
Oh,
the
you
whole
can't
truth.
tell nobody?
And it will.
Okay.
It's going to blow some people's minds.
Oh, we'll see.
You know, about a week ago, I watched the Idaho State murders. When I was in Idaho covering the John Mast case, the other murder that had went on that was really big up there was the Idaho State murders with Kohberger. There's 4 people that was killed. But I was sitting there watching that documentary of the friends of the people that was killed. When they said the same thing happened, you get these TikTokers and YouTubers that claim to have information about this case, and people start following them, and they get all these details and these text messages to where these friends of people that were already grieving the loss of their friends are now being threatened, called out online. Crazy. And then Kohberger, he's the murderer. Nobody had them in their sights. Just shows you these TikTokers, these YouTubers, they knew nothing about what they were talking about. There is nobody that has even came close to knowing what's going on here. You guys are going to have to be patient and wait. And in due time, I believe you will know what's going on. There is an investigation going on. Nobody
Yeah, on you.
more than me. I asked for transparency.
Yeah.
I asked for receipts. There was one time I asked for help, and it was during the Airbnb. What happened? Every so often, somebody would be like, hey, $20, go get Timmy some coloring books. I didn't ask you for any of that. If there's anybody out there that says I asked them for money outside of that Airbnb, it's a lie. Please send it to the investigator right now because it's not true. I want you to send it. I never asked for money. I was always saying no donations, no donations, no donations, because I had a feeling something's not right here. Things aren't adding up. To this day, I have no receipts, no accounting. I don't know what's came in. If I'm going to distribute this money, I have to know this is what came in. I'm a guy that wants everything to be done by the book. I had already consulted with an accountant. I had already started an LLC on my end, which originally I was going to do an LLC with Patrick. Along the way, when I started seeing this thing was going off the rails, I said, Patrick, you're going to have to do that on your own. I don't want to be involved in that with you. You create your own, I'll handle my own because I know I can handle my end. And for the Whittakers, we're going to get them a trust account so we can make sure if something happens to Betty and Larry, that the other three are taken care of. That was my goal from the very beginning. It was one thing to get them a house, but if something happens to Betty and Larry, the other three that can't talk and can't take care of themselves are going to need someone there 24/7 to make sure they are taken care of, that they're fed, that they're clothed.
Yeah.
And then they still have groceries and other things, guys. When you add up the expenses, it would have took a lot of money. There's people that think there was like tons of money being made off of this. It's not reality. When you look at what their needs was versus what was coming in, it was starting to go up.
Yeah.
I was up there busting my butt. That first and second
Dude,
trip
that money would pile up quick.
My money from projects I worked on outside of that to make sure I was taking care of them.
$5,000 a month.
I had to be able to support myself and my family.
And that was the small end. That's on just Facebook. YouTube was probably making 50 grand a month. Shut your mouth.
One of the things that makes me more proud than anything I can say on the face of this earth, there is a 72-year-old man that I am responsible for making sure he went to his first and only doctor's visit in his life. Planned doctor visit. I was told maybe sent to the emergency room years ago for a snake bite, but planned doctor's visit. I took him there, got him some medicine, and he became a new person almost right away. He had been neglected for years, guys. And I really, really hope he's okay right now. I do believe he's in a much better situation than he was before. Things people don't think of on the other side of the camera when you're just watching the videos. You see those jeans and how dirty they were. That's defecation. That's urination that has been done. He's not wearing any underwear, no belt, defecating and urinating on himself, sometimes just where it, was left over and he just got off the toilet too quick, sometimes because he just went in his pants. Did he change his pants? No. Sometimes, but more often than not, that would dry up and then he would do it again. Dry up and then do it again. Layers upon layers of defecation and urination on oneself. And then what did you see me doing? I had him by the belt loop, keeping him steady, holding up his pants. Come here. You are a beautiful human being and you need someone to love and take care of you right now. Birthday, first ice cream cake, singing. You saw the man singing. They are beautiful people that have been taken advantage of and exploited, and I can't stand it. I couldn't watch this go on anymore, guys. When I found out what I found out, especially with abuse on top of it, I can't be a part of this. I can't, and I don't want to be.
Well,
my attorney sent out letters letting them
you are
know
now, buddy.
I am out.
No, you're
I
not.
need full documentation of all expenses, everything that's came in, so I can do everything by the book to the T. I have my receipts. I have everything ready to go, but I don't have that on their end. I'm not an accountant. I suck at that. I know I do. That's why I get people to do that. I can only keep my focus on one thing for so long, and numbers isn't one of them. That's why I talked to an accountant. That's why I was consulting an attorney about the trust. We went to the Amish guys, and then there's various other things I'll touch on later, like you never got permits. We went to get the permits. We had the applications. I've got the cards, the names, the numbers of everyone we talked to. We were in the process of trying to find the spot where the new home would go, because their current home and even the old one, the camper across the road that burned down, was in a flood zone. You can't build there. We have to find the new location where that home would be on that land. Then we would fill out that permit and go forward. We had what we needed to know that we need to find a new spot, and then the application would be done. We also talked to zoning. We also went to a surveyor. We had everything ready to go, and then we saw that BJ showed back up. It sucks that when that family was taken, the first thing that was brought up was my name. Guys, I was busy. Yes, we missed the September 4th court date. I honestly thought it was later, so it looked like egg on my face. They weren't telling me she was offered a continuation 3 different times after that. One including the day that the family was taken away. Are you sure you want her at that house? It's okay. We're doing away with the DVP. Okay. And then I find out the investigator served her the papers and told her when the court date was on a completely different day when I wasn't around. She never told me any of this. I was up there to help her. Knowing that I was up there to help and doing what I was doing and watching people so easily point the finger my way, it made me think of when Mark Laida was there and they said Mark never gave us any money. I'm going to tell you, that's another story right there, guys. As I went into it, nobody was telling the truth. I can't be involved in that. I thought I knew who they were. I have no idea who they were. And I can't move forward as it is. Those three, if they ever needed a home and I could be involved in some way, I would be there. Just ask and I'll come running. With what they've got there now, you know, I literally don't know who they are, and I want this thing investigated. I was the one, again, asking, you need to look here, something's going on. Please. That's all I've got, guys. I will talk some more later, but this isn't going to be a thing where the rest of my life I'm going to be talking about what happened with the Whittakers. I have a life that I want to live. I have a family that I love. Too many innocent people I have watched get attached to this in some way that they shouldn't have been able to. If this is what we become as a society, watching Charlie Kirk be killed, watching the Idaho state murders, and then what happened there, and then a case like this, these YouTubers and these internet personalities. I saw your invites to your podcast. You didn't have no reason for me to come.
Well, would you look at that?
All right, guys. Well, let me know. Leave a comment. Leave a like. Share it. And let me know what you guys think. Do you think he's lying? Do you think he kept the money? Let me know what you guys think. Yeah, I think he took the money and ran. And I think he got the family split up. And then he took off. So I think he needs to be involved and get this family back together. That's my thing. That's my thoughts. Alright, guys. Thank you so much. I love you guys. And I'll see you on the next one.